trees around him as the man walked deeper and deeper into the forest. The thick, bushy leaves blocked out the sky, leaving an eerie green light on the forest floor. As the woods thickened, the bright rays of sunshine had pierced through the canopy and became less and less common. The slow rumble of thunder in the distance was warning of the storm to come. Raindrops gathered on the leaves, forming huge droplets of water that came hurtling down to the forest floor, soaking him instantly. In a panic, he began to run, further and further, faster and faster, frantically searching for the shelter. The darkness around him was becoming more and more intense, with every step after what felt like hours of hopeless searching in a gap in the trees. A slit of warm orange light caught his eye. As he drew closer, the dash of orange split into the blurred image of two windows. The house drew closer and closer, until at last he stumbled into the clearing. Panting and out of breath, he hammered on the door. No answer. He was just about to turn around and the face of the forest again, when there was a shuffling sound behind the door. Sliding rang out and echoed all around the clearing. The door opened, and an old man poked his face around the edge. His eyes were bright and warm, and set deep into his wrinkles. Weathered face. As he watched, his face broke into a huge welcoming smile, and he swung open the door wide to reveal a shabby but cosy interior. He muttered a hasty thank you and hurried into the warm, wide dining room. The room could have once been a place of family and home, but now it was covered in thick layers of dust. The two men sat at the long oak table and nervously exchanged stories over a cup of cocoa. The old man was keen to help, and the man welcomed with the dressing gown and slippers offered. Hours slipped by and the darkness drew closer outside. The old man set about chopping vegetables and preparing a stew for them both. The conversation drifted over many topics, from family to football. After a while, the old man slipped out of the room to collect some ingredient from the parlour, and the man got up to get a closer look at the pictures over the mantelpiece. Among the photos of the children and previous pets, one picture caught his eye. It was a photo of the dining room. It had been around 20 years ago. The side gleamed and on the table there was a huge chopping board and a carving knife. Hooks on the ceiling strained under the weight of the meat they were carrying. This place used to be a butcher's shop, but there was something not quite right about this photo. Something that made him feel uneasy, but he couldn't put his finger on it. He picked up the frame and blew off the layer of dust that had formed. His eye was drawn to the mound of meat next to the chopping board. Something was hanging off the side of the table, but he couldn't work out what sort of meat it looked like.